On your order, Grey Warden. We are aware, but these men and women know what's at stake. They will not fail their homeland.
Yes.
Very generous, Warden. If you need staff after the battle, keep us in mind.
Yes.
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 All men are the work of our Maker's hand. From the
Nice to see you again. You've shown admirable patience listening to my diatribe before. I will not bore you again. Suffice it to say, I look for and authenticate holy relics for the chantry. Well, there's one that might be real. I couldn't prove it wasn't. Perhaps you can understand my skepticism. So many claims, so few truths. Oh.
those who bring...
Nice to see you again. Really? Oh, pardon my incredulity. I would like to examine them in any event. Let me see. The scrolls are old, no question, and the script. It's written in cipher. Early believers used them to keep their writings safe from the Devinter Magus. These could be authentic. Please, let me examine it. If you are a charlatan, may the Maker have mercy upon you. There is avarice in your eyes, but I believe you. Inner ruins, you say? I can give you 5 sovereigns. If these prove to be genuine, we can discuss more substantial payment afterwards. I need parchment, quill, and ink. What was the trick to the cipher again? I examined your scrolls. I know a few of the early chantry ciphers, but I'm not fully familiar with this one. The bits I have made out. This may be an account of Maferath's final days, and perhaps more. I know, it's remarkable. The same Maferath who betrayed our prophet and saw her burn alive in Minrath Rus. If we could get a real translation, well, it could be the find of our lifetime. When I finish decoding it, absolutely, but it will not be easy. It could take months. The ciphers were designed to be difficult for the Magisters to decrypt. Who knows what secrets we can uncover, what truths we can find. Here is all of the allowance I have for acquisitions. Take it and go. 1,000 blessings.
Would you stop correcting me? I know the chant like the back of my hand.
The deep dark before dawn's
As there
first
is
light
but
seems
one
to
world,
come,
one life.
but knows that the sun will...
Good to see you again.
Have you given any thought to your future, Shale?
I was thinking I might, join the chantry, become divine, and have giant Andraste golems fashioned to conquer the lands.
Truly?
No.
It was a serious question. One day the quest of these Grey Wardens will be finished one way or another. What will you do then?
The quest of the Grey Wardens is to destroy the Darkspawn, I thought.
Oh? So you share a larger purpose with them? Is that your ultimate goal?
I had not given it much thought. It might be better than slaughtering every bird in existence.
Well, yes, at the very least. It's worth thinking about.
Welcome back. You looking for fine armor? Of course.
He's back! He's back! Have you reconsidered? I can make such fine armor with your scales. Cost. I should be paying you, friend, for the right, no, the privilege.
Pay him? No, Wade, no. We'll charge you.
I'll hear nothing of that, Aedan. This is my shop, and working on Drake's scales won't cost a bloody Orlesian penny. I'd stake my life on it, friend.
Where is your humility when we really need it?
It will take however long it takes. You don't rush a masterpiece, my good man.
Yes, that's right. It could take months, years even. You should just leave.
It won't take that long, Aedan. Unless I did some inlays oh, I know.
Yes, it wouldn't be complete without the, inlays. Of course, the customer would have to agree.
Excellent. You won't regret it. Think of the possibilities, Aedan. Think of it.
I'm trying to stop.
Going.
What can I get you, stranger? What can I get you, stranger?
I don't know what to tell you. Nothing I can think of at the moment.
Find everything you need? Deal? Oh, I don't know what you mean. But if anything interesting happens, feel free to come back and consider that chest.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
Yes.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
Grey Warden, isn't it? Strange you would force such a visit in a time of blight. I suppose I am used to inspiring a different kind of seeker. The adequate ones find the beacons, and then I find them. But you are already brighter than the signal at Ishal. Eyes are on you from a very high vantage, Grey Warden. I cannot hide in your wake, but I will not be a footnote. Witness Gax King!
Nice shot!
This is not fair. Why is it always
This part
me?
takes forever!
This is a waste of time.
Need a little rest here. Oh.
It comes to this, doesn't it?
It's a dasher! Run in fear!
Now we go into battle.
We'll have a smashing time.
Okay, I'm done with you now!
Not enough.
As you wish.
This part takes forever!
Someone tell them to stop hitting me.
Idiot.
Let's grab some glory!
This won't feel good.
Watch out!
Right then!
Going.
Doesn't like solid rock, yes? Feathered fiend.
Just die already!
Waste of time.
This is it!
Yes. Ha! Let's wipe them out. Quickly. And I'm off. Not enough. And I'm off. And I'm off. Going.
Welcome back. What can I get for you, honey? Wait here. Now, before you choose one, let me remind you of the guild rules. You see these lovely gentlemen by the door? If you don't play nicely with my people, these boys will have words with you. You'll pay up front, 40 silver. I'm getting tired of throwing soldiers off the pier for forgetting their coin. We're a craft hall, not a public charity. So, shall I let you get acquainted? Make it 30 and we have a deal. Go ahead and choose then.
Right this way. Hey, sexy. Do you want to take a look at me ditties?
Going. Yes.
What can I do for you, Warden? Certainly.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. I'm sure you'll be pleased.
Enchantment? Enchantment!
You and your friends are formidable folk.
Enchantment?
Yes.
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 You heard about the revolt in Oswin?
Got put down by the Regent, I heard.
That's what he'd like you to think, I bet.
Well, I wouldn't talk about it too loudly. Look, someone's listening.
What can I do for you? This ought to be interesting. Such diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am honored to be fired by one such as he. Good day.
All right.
Show some pity for a poor old man.
I have a question it may be able to answer, Elder Mage.
Must it always be Elder Mage? I'm not a wizened old crone just yet.
Would it prefer mage well past her prime don't mind the sagging bits?
You have an odd way of requesting answers to your questions.
I'm curious about the abominations of the tower. Is it possible for such a creature to become human again?
Yes, it is simply very difficult. It requires travel into the Fade.
And? Is the mage the same afterwards as the mage was before?
No, I have never met such a person, but no, they are changed forever.
I understand. Thank you for the answer, wise one.
And I'm off.
Hello, how can I... Oh, it's you! And it's been, well, quite a while. Enough time to get to the circle and back, I hope. Oh, please tell me what they said. Ancestors, bless you. I can't believe it. There hasn't even been a dwarven observer in the circle since Urelden in the 13th century. I need to pack. No, my parents would get suspicious. I need to go. Is there anything I should bring? Books? Tuition? Then I should go before my parents come looking for me. If you ever go to the circle again, maybe I'll see you there.
And I'm off.
A Trust Valar, stranger. Here for armor or conversation? Has she been bothering you? Gets a whiff of surface stink and she's like a cave tick. Won't let go. What? Do you even know what you've done? She's castless now. She can never marry, never work, and never be a part of this family again. My daughter is dead to me now. Leave my store. You're not welcome here. You monster! You sent my daughter to the surface! Now she can never return! Get out!
All right.
I find it very odd.
It meaning me? Am I in it now too? I feel honored.
For one who professes to be a warrior, I find it remarkably weak-willed and indecisive.
Thank you?
It also likes to hide its many weaknesses behind a veil of jocularity.
For a statue, you know a lot of big words.
Is there a reason it enjoys following others so much? Especially when it is in a position to lead.
Have you ever been responsible for someone else's life? Or a lot of other lives? Or an entire nation?
Of course not.
Then shut up.
I will remember this moment when the birds come.
Going.
That was an excellent showing. We were honored.
Ready for some unofficial training opportunities? We've got some young fighters ready to go. This will be difficult, I assure you.
Now let's see. Which one first? And I'm off.
Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion of the receipts. Let me know if you want to go again. I'll be here. Ready for some unofficial training opportunities? We've got some young fighters ready to go. This will be difficult, I assure you.
If you insist. Not bad. Stay down. All right, I'm You will be stopped. How about you then? Not bad, not bad at all.
That could have been worse.
Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion of the receipts. Let me know if you want to go again. I'll be here. Ready for some unofficial training opportunities? We've got some young fighters ready to go. This will be difficult, I assure you.
And I'm off. If you insist. All right. And I'm off. This part takes forever. Point me. Take this. This is for you. Where do I go? Going. All right, I'm game.
Increases our path of destruction.
You've taught our fighters some valuable lessons. It will take some time before they are ready to challenge you again. Take this, with my thanks.
I am told that it lost a large number of comrades in the battle with the Darkspawn.
Me? I guess I did, yes. I didn't know all of them that well, however. Mostly just Duncan.
I'm unfamiliar with this name.
It's not important. You don't need to know who what.
I cannot remember if I ever had anyone important to me. All I remember is being given orders.
I would gladly be following Duncan's orders right now, if I could.
It enjoys following others. I find that odd.
You wouldn't understand. Don't worry, I don't expect you to.
A trust Vala, my nug-wrangling friend.
You have come at a difficult time.
Legion of the Dead sighted battling Darkspawn near Orzammar. They have no orders while throne stands empty. Make Harrowmont your king. News of the hour. Lord Harrowmont entrenched in the path.
You found it. Warden, you have my gratitude. You're a bright spot in an otherwise dark time. At least someone is willing to stand up for tradition. Thank you again.
Lord Balin is the voice of change and defense. Lord Harrowmont. Legion of the Dead sighted battling Darkspawn near...
If you're looking for Lord Dulin Forender, you'll find him at Tapster's, taking his evening drink.
Did you need something else, Warden? Maybe I can help. He should be by the trash barrel. Easy to spot. Everyone gives him a wide berth.
I wasn't expecting you back. I guess you realize this is about the only fun in Orzammar? The Assembly passed laws prohibiting the casteless from holding any job a legitimate citizen can do. Of course they turn to crime. What else can they do? As you wish.
What do you want? Hey, I heard about you. Grey Warden, coming from the surface. Great crisis in the world. People are saying how you've thrown yourself on Harrowmont's wagon train. I figured you'd be the one, you know, who could help me find Branka. But I guess you're just like all the rest. Branka's a paragon. Only one smart enough to be raised in the last 4 generations. She's a smith, invented some kind of new coal that burns clean. It's been 2 years since she disappeared down the deep roads, and your boss never gave her a thought. I wonder, what does he think he can get from her now? I know he's been poking around, trying to find things out about her, what she was looking for. Won't tell me spit, though. He wants it for himself, right? A little blessing from the ancients' technology, and he's assured the throne. Is that it? You are looking for it. Of course, that's all anyone cares about. Well, sod off and sod your mother, too. I need a bleeding drink. You keep on your errands. Until your boss really commits to looking, you're getting nothing but smoke out of old Ogren. Sod off, Duster.
Atrosvala, champion. I hear your performance in the Proving was nothing short of amazing. I must thank you for bringing both Baisel and Aedan back into the fight. His lordship was touched to see his old friends stand for him. There can no longer be any doubt where your sympathies lie. If you're ready, Lord Harrowmont will see you now. His lordship is looking forward to meeting you. His lordship appreciates your support.
Yes.
I appreciate what you have done, Warden, and I apologize for putting one of your rank through such trials. I am Lord Pyral Harrowmont, and I thank you for your efforts to help me preserve King Endrin's throne. You may not know the story, but Balin is actually the youngest of three. Endrin's eldest, Trian, was murdered in the Deep Roads not a year ago. His middle son was found standing over the body and was exiled. But I've always found it suspicious that Balin knew just where to look. Endrin loved his sons too much to voice such suspicions. But he knew Balin's only interest in ruling was to further his own power. Balin resents me because I did not believe his setup. I wanted a full investigation, a trial, not this knee-jerk reaction. It speaks poorly of Balin that Endrin himself was the first to think that he should not be trusted. I have never sought the throne. My role was to serve Endrin, first as his advisor, then as an elected Desher in the Assembly. Harrowmont has never been king, and I always assumed Trian would rule after his father. But both Endrin and my colleagues have asked me to step up, and I will not back down when Orzammar needs me. The Assembly represents the voices of the wisest, most noble families. While we need a single king to preside over important functions and lead us in battle, the Assembly better represents all in Orzammar. For us, the Darkspawn are a constant menace, so a blight may not elicit the same urgency you are used to. Ultimately, the Assembly decides what troops to send. If they no longer fear civil war, they'll have no reason to hold back. If you want my support to count, I will have to be king, and right now, there is no sure way to get there. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the criminal carter she runs? The Assembly receives pleas every day from the common folk, begging that something be done about her. So far, no one has managed. Jarvia hides her base in Dust Town, the raw edges of the city where no one lives but castless and criminals. If you would help me in this, it would show the Assembly that I, and not Balin, have the ability to defend and rule this city. Then I ask you, think quickly. Balin's schemes multiply by the hour, and the sooner this is done, the closer I will be to the throne. Let me know when you make your decision.
Huh. News of the hour. Is Lord Balin considering a dissolution of the Aedan?
News of the hour. Lord Harrowmont's insinuations against Lord Balin reveal the truth. Could Harrowmont be the true cause of King Endrin's death? Shocking allegation.
And I'm off.
You're awfully bold, walking right up to me after coming out against Prince Balin and the Proving. You do know who I am, right? I'm Vartag Gavorn, the Prince's chief advisor. Explain what? That you just realized what a puling imbecile Harrowmont is, and want to throw your lot in with a winner? I see your point. Had you come to us first, Harrowmont would have suspected you. But now, he has no reason to think you're anything other than his champion. On the proving grounds and off.
What are you doing? You gave Lord Harrowmont your word.
My lady, you do not know Harrowmont as we do. Long has he plotted to steal the throne from the Aedukans.
And they say your prince killed his own brother and father. It seems it is only Lord Harrowmont's influence that prevented him from profiting from his crime.
Keep your companion under control. I would hate to see her thrown into the deep roads because of a cultural misunderstanding.
Harrowmont seems an honorable man. This Prince Balin will not even deign to speak with you. Why should you help him? I suppose I never considered that.
So, it's agreed then? You will infiltrate Harrowmont's ranks for us? For your treaty, right? I heard about that. Sure. If Balin's king, he'll help you against the Blight. If it turns out you helped him get there. If you really want Balin's trust, you'll have to prove your loyalty to Harrowmont is just an act. What has he asked you to do next? That's a good plan. If he can claim credit for stopping the Carter, Harrowmont will be in Golden with a lot of Deshers. It's a little odd, though, given his associations with Dusttown smugglers. Well, I'm surprised Harrowmont's protecting Orzammar from the Carter, when I have solid evidence his own cousin supplies their lyrium. These papers show ties between the Carter and young Harville Harrowmont. If you ensure they are found in Jarvia's possession, I guarantee the Prince will want to talk to you. And don't bother looking for Lord Helmy and Lady Dace. This is a far better way to prove your worth. I have nothing to say to you until I know you're no longer Harrowmont's agent.
Going.
News of the hour. Does Lord Harrowmont think that Orzammar can hold on?
Legion of the Dead sighted battling Darkspawn.
Welcome again. Have you considered my offer? Her lair is in Dusttown, the bottommost level of the city where castless and criminals hide. From my understanding, she started as an underling to a smuggler named Barat, who died just before the king. Everything's been so chaotic since then that she nearly doubled her operations in months. Do this, and I promise if I take the throne, I will not stop until the Assembly sends your troops. Look for Jarvia in Dusttown. Do whatever it takes to see that justice is served.
Yes.
Harrowmont! Gonna sucker the warden! Balin will not allow it!
Let's grab some glory! And I'm off.
Yes.
Well, if it isn't my new best friend. You make it to the tower yet? Excellent. I must say I wasn't sure I'd see you back here. Now, that was 10 sovereigns we agreed to, right? Well, that seems pretty steep. I can't believe I'd offer that much. But I do appreciate what you did. I'm gonna give you 25, and let's call it even. Pleasure doing business with you.
Didn't get enough of the architectural beauty of Dust Town? You need old Nadezhda to play tour guide? Know her. I used to run with her. Jarvia took over the Carta not more than a year ago, and already she's got every duster with both legs bearing swords for her. They do, but it's not easy to find. Jarvia's got real paranoid. She's got Carta members all carrying these fingerbone tokens. She scratches some mark into them so she'll know they came from her. There's doors to her base all over the city, but only one is ever open at a time. And if you show up without a token, you'd never know it was there. Can't help you there, Selrocka. The Carta members keep them real tight. But that's worth something, right? Maybe just a little. I'll think of you when I go to bed with a full stomach.
Did you need something else, Warden? Aye? Maybe I can help. Suit you?
You're back. You got more business for me? Only Jarvia's men knew all the entrances to her base. But I tell you, I've watched them. They go up to what look like bare walls, and poof! Gone. Like there's a secret door. There's one just across the way. Watch long enough, and you'll see. Now you want to buy something, or are we done? Mother of Dust.
All right. Going.
This is our path of destruction.
Well, look what we have here.
Jarvia said you were looking for trouble. Congratulations. You found it.
Now let's see. Which one's first?
Tell me, sunny ancestors, what do they teach you on the surface? You fight like a bleeding archdemon. Sweet bloody stone, look at them all. The base is below the city. You can get to it through the wall of the third house on this row. Put this token through the slot, and it'll open. Well, will you let me go now? No! Ah! All right. Going. Going.
What's the password? Looks like we have a martyr, boys. Yes.
I think we work well together.
Yes.
And I'm off.
Going.
No more. Oh.
All right.
And I'm off.
All right.
That's it.
All right, I'm game.
No more. Oh.
All right.
Let's end this.
Let's have at it!
This has gone well.
Huh.
Yes.
Huh.
Going.
Path of destruction.
All right. Yes.
Huh.
Time for more practice. Yes.
Enough.
I suppose that could have been worse.
Going. Yes.
If you insist.
I see you bear Please, stranger. Let me out. I see you bear no love for Jarvia. Please, help me. Thank you. We've been down here. It's been so long. My friend didn't make it. Just stopped eating one day, and all for a stupid bet.
A bit more dying, please. Grab some glory.
Huh.
And I'm off. Oh no, you don't!
Yes.
And I'm off.
All right. Going. Yes. Yes.
And I'm off.
Now we go into battle.
All right.
Time to
Yes. Going.
And I'm off.
So, Paramount finally realized we're taking the city, yet he still can't be bothered to send his own men. Well, you picked the wrong side, stranger. It doesn't matter who's king, as long as there's a queen. You'll pay for their deaths 100 times over. Kill them! But leave the mouthy one alive. I have plans for him.
Let's wipe them out quickly.
Yes. All right.
I'm game.
Must
Finally, we get to the good part.
To me, I need help! Oh!
Idiot! They'll have a smashing time. This.
All right. Huh.
Ah! By all the beards of my ancestors! How did you... Where did you come from? You made a hole in my wall. First you sent my daughter to the surface, and now this! No! I don't have anything to do with them! They're criminals! When they built this part of the city, they must have built over some tunnels. I swear I had no idea. Oh, just leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with this. And if anyone comes asking, I'm gonna tell them you did it.
And I'm off. Grey Wardens present in Orzammar. Endorsement of Lord Harrowmont of blow against...
Grey Wardens endorse paralyzing Orzamar's military. Lord Balin issues clear edict questioning their dedication to victory.
The Warden has joined Harriman. Attack for Balin.
Going to bed.
Let's have at it! Yeah! That went well.
Well, I hear someone tore through Dusttown like a headsman's axe. And it's already whispered that House Harriman had ties to the smugglers. I assume that was you? Then you've certainly proven yourself. Are you ready to meet Balin now? I'm going to assume that wasn't sarcasm. I warn you, be on your best behavior, and keep your weapons sheathed.
So, despite your rather public show of support for my rival, Varteg tells me you understand who is to be king. I'm glad to hear that, Warden. So what brought about this change of heart? You want to play it direct? Fine. Let me speak frankly. You need someone strong on the throne to raise an army against the Blight. I can be that man, but you've already damaged my ability to secure the throne. That would do little good now, except to paint you as the turncoat you are. Exposing Harriman's connections to Jarvia has definitely hurt his chances. But I will need something big, something dramatic enough to put me over the edge. What do you know of the Paragon Branca? 2 years ago, she heard of something the Ancients created. It inspired her to leave everything behind and venture into the deep roads. She is the only Paragon in 4 generations, and she turned her back on her responsibilities. A Paragon is like an ancestor born in this time. If she returned, her vote would outweigh the entire assembly. Anyone with her support could take the throne unchallenged. She had an entire house with her, dedicated to her protection. With the number of ruins still intact, they could last for a long time. And Harriman is looking as well. It's too risky to assume she's dead only to have him take credit for finding her. I was hoping you could use your legendary charm to persuade her that the rightful king should take the throne. However, if the deep roads have addled her wits, it might be best she not return before the kingship is decided. I did not know her personally. 2 years ago, I was still considered a child, not one to consort with Orzamar's finest. From what I hear, her intellect was unrivaled, but the social graces were beneath the notice of one so gifted. I was hoping you could use your... However, if the deep roads have... I would never say that. She is a Paragon. It is my duty to protect her. On the other hand, we must respect her decisions. Should she prefer to stay in the deep roads rather than help her rightful king take the throne, we must assist her. By any means necessary. Then we will both go down in history as a Paragon's saviors. So far, my men have traced Branca to Caridin's Cross, an ancient crossroad lost to the Darkspawn 4 centuries ago. Her trail ends there. Perhaps with your Warden's expertise, you can find what my men could not. You must enter the deep roads through the mines. To protect the city, that's the only path we leave open. Caridin's Cross lies many miles deep into the tunnels. It was once a main thoroughfare, but before Branca, no one had stepped foot there in generations. You have my thanks. Seek her in Caridin's Cross. I will try to delay the vote until you return. If you would prove yourself, ensure Harrowmont's men find no trace of Branka in the deep roads.
The Prince appreciates your service.
Your service to House Aedan does you credit.
Huh.
All right.
News of the hour. Lord Harrowmont, unable to win own battles, turns to Grey Wardens in desperation.
News of the hour. Lord Balin's claims that Lord Harrowmont soft on Darkspawn proven false by alliance with Grey Wardens. And I'm off.
Again, Balin seems to be one step ahead. I thank you for helping me remove Jarvia, but it seems Balin spread rumors that it was I who raised her in the first place. To help with your troops, I will require your assistance one last time. Do you know anything of the Paragon Branka? Yes, a smokeless fuel that made underground forges safer than they've ever been. 2 years ago, she took her entire house into the deep roads on a mad quest to uncover ancient secrets. No one's heard from her since. Were she to return and endorse someone for the throne, the Assembly would be honor-bound to accept her wishes. Her entire house went with her. It would take a lot to kill so many. If not, bringing proof of her death, or a body to return to the stone, would still show that as an ancestor, it was my hand she guided to her remains. It's hard to say what she would do. She wasn't exactly known for her predictability. She never seemed to like being a paragon. She was devoted to her craft, never cared for politics. But one of the most brilliant minds Orzammar has seen. Branka hated Darkspawn with a passion. She would certainly be a valuable voice to support your treaty. My men traced Branka's disappearance to an ancient crossroads known as Caridin's Cross. It is many miles below where we normally venture, but I can provide a map to lead you there. Just enter the deep roads through the mines. Thank you again, and may the ancestors guide your steps. The vote is soon and the deep road's long. I would leave now if you're going.
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled. I'm Loylanar Ivo, warrior, which is more than I can say for that useless sod. It's been 2 years since Branka left. No one has ever stayed in the deep roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Ogren wants to keep risking lives searching. She's still his wife, isn't she? Even if she took their entire house into the deep roads and abandoned him. Well, before she was a paragon, she was just a smith, and Ogren was one of the best warriors of his generation. Chasing some old treasure, she was quite secretive. Outright rude, really. She said she never asked if found a house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her. She invented a smokeless fuel that let the Smith caste increase their output by nearly 1/3. Deaths from the Black Lung also dropped. The Assembly said she had the favor of the ancestors and declared her a paragon. They moved Branka, Ogren, and all their relatives to the noble caste and founded a new house in her name. If you see any guardsmen, tell them Ogren was at it again.
Have you seen my lunch? It's a piece of lichen bread with a spread of old cheese and shredded dried meat. I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry. Right. Best in the trade, you know. I work the ore myself.
There you are. I thought I'd spoken to a Grey Warden, but for some reason I chalked it up to the drink. I know you're down here to look for Branka, and I need to ask a favor. You remembered. I'm sodding touched. I guess now that Sir Upright and Honest thinks my Branka's still alive, you're not so quick to say I'm crazy, huh? But they haven't found Branka herself. And that means whatever they've got, it's not enough if you don't know what she was looking for. If we pool our knowledge, we stand a chance of finding Branka. Otherwise, good sodding luck. It's the deep roads. I'll kill Darkspawn. Outside of that, what difference does it make? Branka was a brilliant girl, But half the time she'd add 2 and 2 and make it 50. You want to find her, you need someone who knows how she thinks. I'm not some sodding elf maiden who sits around and waits for a passing hero to solve my problems. I'm a bloody warrior. I mean to get her back. And you wouldn't be down here if you weren't trying for the same thing. Bronca was looking for the Anvil of the Void. Might have been the most important invention in Orzammar's history. The smith Caridin built it, and with it, Orzammar had 100 years of peace, while it was protected by the golems forged on the anvil. As far as anyone knows, the anvil was built in the old Orton Tig. Bronca planned to start looking there, if she could ever find it. All she knew was that it was past Caridin's cross. No one's seen that Tig for 500 years. Why do you sodding think? She left me. Ran off and took our entire sodding house on her mad quest for the anvil. It was a stupid move. If I'd been with her, she'd have made it back years ago. But I forgive her. If we're going, let's get moving. Bronca's not gonna sodding find herself.
Oh, blast
Horse feathers. Yes. Horse feathers.
Yes.
Stop wasting time, Warden. I'm not here to chat.
Be careful out there.